Our community is made up of lots of people from differing backgrounds and cultures. Each bring with them their own family history and distinct cultural identity. Travellers are part of a wider community, but sometimes there is confusion and questions about what it means to be a traveller. When we talk about travellers with a capital T, it's an umbrella term that covers different and distinct cultures, including Gypsies, Roma, Irish travellers, showmen, circus, new travellers, as well as bargees and boaters. Gypsies left India about 900 AD and migrated across the world, moving into Western Europe before reaching the UK in about 1500 AD. The first gypsies to live in the UK probably lived in tents and travelled from village to village, selling goods that they had made, including baskets and metal tools. These gypsies had an air of exotic mystery about them, and it was assumed that they were from Egyptian origin, and they were initially welcomed. The word gypsy originated in the mid-16th century. Gyptian, short for Egyptian, soon became gypsy. People often ask, how can you be a traveller if you don't travel? Or, how can you be a gypsy? You live in a house and never travel. Gypsies are an ethnic minority. It's not a lifestyle choice. Gypsies, like many travellers, continue to suffer persecution and prejudice. In the 21st century, hardly any gypsies live in tents, and most live in houses, mobile homes and caravans, called trailers. A gypsy, no matter what kind of home they live in, is still a gypsy. Whether they live in a house or on a site, gypsies pay the same fees as everyone else for rent, council tax, electricity, water and gas. Many gypsies are bilingual and speak a language called Romany, which has fallen into common use, with words like pal, the Romany word for brother. Who hasn't heard the word kushti, the Romany word for good, or chav, a contraction of the Romany word chavi, meaning child? Gypsies have a long history and share many sporting and cultural interests. Roma, another distinct group, migrated to the UK from Europe, and although they are under the traveller umbrella, they tend not to travel, and most prefer to live in houses rather than trailers when possible. Gypsies and Roma have lots of language in common, but Roma have maintained their distinct language, which is called Romanesque. There are Irish travellers. Irish travellers are an ethnic minority originating in Ireland and travel to the UK and as far as North America and Australia. Like gypsies, most are living in houses, but many still live in trailers and travel around the UK, especially during the summer months. Showmen are travellers who travel with fairs, setting up their rides and stalls all around the country and providing happy times and memories of the bumper cars and rides on the Walser for many children and adults. Showmen have a proud history, and some families can trace their lineage back to the frost fairs which were held on the frozen River Thames as far back as the 17th century. The Showmen's Guild is the organisation that supports and regulates showmen and protects their interests. They have a website and a regular printed newspaper to share news and updates. But there are still more groups under the Traveller umbrella, and we're only just scratching the surface. If you would like to know more, contact MTAS and check out the website.